Well, hey folks, Garrett here with Old Breed Outdoors again, and back out in the woods finally. It's been a week, but got out here and trying to get out late. Well, it's early afternoon. I'm going to do going to a different spot, a new area that I haven't ever been in before, and doing some early afternoon scouting, and then find a place to sit up, post up for this evening. Got my tree saddle and got my stuff on my back there, and in here I'm heading in this old 2-track, and already first 10 minutes I found a scrape, so that's pretty good. It looks pretty fresh, but yeah, I mean, that's a good way to start out this walk. And but yeah, Chris is out duck hunting this morning. I haven't heard from him, so hopefully they had a good morning, so probably taking a nap at this point. But yeah, I haven't seen anything or heard anything from him, so hopefully him and his wife are able to have a good morning. He had a good pick this morning for the refuge out there, with its opening day of duck season out there in Southern California. But yeah, I mean, I've been staying busy this week and working on a whole lot of video, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying those. And now I finally get to get out here and we'll bounce around the woods, so we're going to check this out and see what we can find, so stick with us. So I walked back in here a little ways, not really all that far in, to be honest with you, but I stumbled on this clearing. I was coming down the 2-track, and the track kind of ends, and there's a bunch of real thick stuff back in here, so you can kind of see over here, and it goes back up in. It's all real thick, and then it kind of slopes up a little bit, and then behind me here it kind of starts to slope down. There's way back this way, there's a creek that flows down, so all bright right here. But this was kind of like unexpected. I was trying to kind of walk up this way, on the end of that 2-track, and that 2-track's not even on this map. So I kind of wasn't really even expecting to have that, but I was just going to walk through these woods here and check out some of these, this higher elevation around here, and see if I found any kind of sign. I found there's some scrapes back here, and then this meadow here. Let me show you this meadow. So you got coming out here, coming across from over here too. There's a big trail that comes out right here and comes kind of this way around. It looks like there's a trail right here, and then the big trail comes out over that way. But yeah, I mean, some pretty good trails that come in through here, from all angles. The wind's good here. The wind's coming in my face. The sun's not great, but the sun's going to keep setting to the other side here, so by the time you get a little later in the afternoon, early evening here, the sun will be off to my right, which would be good. And even if the wind shift, the wind's out of the north, so which is good, pushing it into my face. But even if the air currents drop a little bit down, it'll be coming down off my backside here, in theory. But yeah, there's tracks all in through this little meadow. So I think I'm gonna get up in this tree right here. I don't think I'm gonna go too high. Got some branches here, but this big open shooting lane here. And it looks like I got that big tree behind me, so that will help kind of break it up. But I don't know. I mean, this might just be a good little spot. I was gonna walk around a lot more, but I just didn't expect to come up on this. I didn't see any of this on the map. And there's sign, so we'll see what we can do here. Looks like there's another little opening down here too. Man, none of this was on the map, so I'll have to check it out and walk down here, see what I see. So here's the story, folks. I think this is a pretty good little spot. I found some rubs over here. There's the meadow I first found, and then the one behind me here want to check that out. It goes back in a little bit. And then there's like a trail that kind of connects the two together. And that's where I see those rubs. I'm looking at them right now. And it's super thick in here. And there's tracks going through here. So I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. It's been a slow year. A real slow year, so I'm just trying to try some different stuff and find sign and hunt the sign. And that's what you're supposed to do, right? So that's what we're going to do. A lot of people get deer down and got me a little frustrated, but we're gonna try this out. Oof. Tree branch, watch out for that. But man, just checking the things out and seeing what we see. Let's go. Found scrapes and found rubs, so that's always good. And there's trails and tracks. That's what we're looking for. So let me go get me up in this tree here and see what walks by. Hopefully something walks by. Man, I need to catch a break. Well, as you can see, I'm all set up in the tree. It's almost 3 o'clock right now. I got like 4 hours of shooting light left. Legal shooting light. But this is a good little spot. Got good wind. I thought the wind shifted on me, but I think it just swirled. But by and large, it seems like I got the prevailing wind is in my face. Got some birds down here. They freaked me out earlier. I was halfway up the tree and I thought I had deer walking in. So that kind of spooked me a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I've got this. So I got this meadow here in front of me. And then I've got that other meadow off to my left. And then that 2-track is to my right. But I got some open spots back behind me. You can kind of see back there. And then obviously I got this meadow in front of me. And there's one branch here that I don't really like. But it's fine. I got a pretty good little shooting lane right here. And if they did come in on this other side, I'd be able to get a shot on them. But yeah, I can get a shot off to my right here. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this setup here. I think this will work out pretty good. So we'll give it a sit tonight and see what happens. This was definitely an unexpected little spot. That's why you come out and look around. Try stuff, new stuff, you know. So we'll hopefully have something come walking in here in the next couple hours. I mean, this looks like a good spot, so they're definitely using it. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully you saw that. I'm pretty sure I got that on camera. But I heard them coming. It came from where I thought the deer would come from, but they didn't do what I thought they would do. They came behind me. They walked down this hill behind to my right. They came in over here, and they weren't far, but trying to get turned around without making noise and being seen, because that's what busted me before, was moving. Same thing. They're behind me, those deer that up in Pennsylvania. So, trying to get turned around so that I could get a shot on that doe. I didn't have a shot on the one doe there. That was a nice sized doe too. That was a good looking doe. But she knew I was here. She kept looking this way. I mean, if you could see that, but stomping. She knew something was up. She didn't blow, but she was stomping and she was looking, and I just kept trying to get turned and turned and turned. I couldn't even draw. I had one spot, 30 yards, where she was broadside there in the open, but I couldn't get turned all the way. And by the time I got turned to where I could draw, I had no shot. And then she just walked up the hill over here. And I don't know if they circled around or it's different deer, but there's stuff moving up here. So I'm going to shut up and pay attention, because a deer up and moving, and I think they're doing what I thought they were going to do, with the exception of coming around like that to the right. I have a shot, and I had already checked it because I have a nice little hole right here behind me. But the problem is that I should have turned sooner. I should have turned around sooner. I don't even know if that would have worked, but I was trying to be real careful, real slow, move real slow so they wouldn't catch me moving. But like an hour and a half of legal shooting light left. So we'll see what happens. But that definitely got me amped up. That was the first real opportunity this year. And if I could have gotten turned all the way, I'd have had a shot on that doe at 30 yards. So that's the way it goes, folks. That's the way it goes. So hopefully they come back, or some different group comes in, or a big giant buck comes in. Well, that was a fun night, afternoon. I mean, I went in there to do some scouting, and then maybe set up on a spot and see what I would find. But yeah, I mean, I pretty quick found those scrapes, and then found that little opening that I did not expect to find, and so that was cool. Get in there, and found those rubs and found those tracks, and there was a bunch of sign around there, and then so I sat up there and had those two does come in. Pretty sure I got it on camera. At least it looked like I did. It was really tough. I heard them coming, so I swung the camera around. I thought they were going to come around and into the meadow, that opening that I was sitting on. From the right there was a trail came in, but they kept coming down the hill. So it kind of took me by surprise. So I wasn't really quite set up the way I wanted to be set up, and so it threw me off a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that was cool. I thought that doe was going to come walking right in. I was having a hard time getting turned around in the saddle, without spooking her. And she knew I was there. Just didn't know what I was. Didn't smell me. I mean, she wasn't super spooked. She was stomping, but I had her at 30 yards, and then she walked right through, broadside, stopped in the opening in my shoot lane. But I wasn't set right yet, to be able to draw. And of course, by the time I fully got turned and set where I could draw, she was moving on, and she walked up the hill. Just walked up, didn't spook or anything. thought they were going to come around, and then there's heard all that the noise up there, stuff walking. Turned out it was those turkeys. So that was pretty cool. They weren't that far away. They were like 50 yards away from where I was sitting. So that was cool. But it was definitely a fun evening, and got to see those does, and that one doe was really nice. It would have been nice to get a shot on her. 30 yards, man. I just can't catch a break. That's killing me. But that's all right. Talked to Chris. He had a great morning this morning, duck hunting for opening day. Sounds like he left me lots of work for editing, to do on all the content him and Steph got. Steph got a limit, so she gets the bragging rights on that. And Bailey, she turned I think it was 13. Today was her birthday, his dog, and I think she turned 13. But she got out there and she picked up some birds, so that's always cool. Get your old dog out there doing that. So they love doing it too. So it's always good when it may hurt them a little bit, but it means a lot to them and keeps them young. So at any rate, hey, I appreciate you guys following along. It's been a rough season so far, and trying to get a deer on the ground and get some meat in the freezer. But we've been having fun, and that's what this is all about. Get out here and have some fun, and we decided, no matter what, we're gonna share our content no matter what happens, and we're not gonna hide anything, and we're gonna share even when we're not getting deer on the ground, because it's not about getting the animal on the ground. It's about sharing the adventure and the experience, and we're having a lot of fun. That's for sure. And it'll be great once we actually get something on the ground, and we can put that in the freezer and provide to our family. And until then, we're just going to keep having fun. And we hope you guys are having fun following along. And reach down there, hit that subscribe button, and we appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment, and come back and see us again. We'll see you on the next one.